Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to Thursday night, and welcome to an art stream, a photography art stream. I haven't done one of these in forever. It has felt like life has happened, and also COVID has happened. So things were very busy, and then came to a sudden screeching halt within the last week and a half. So it's been all over the place. So good evening. Welcome. If you are not familiar with my photography, my artwork, I'm known obviously on Twitch as eRoivus, but I'm known professionally as Brian J. French. And if you are ever curious about my work and you want to check out more of it, all you have to do is type in !art, and it will take you to my card page, which will give you the links to my website, Instagram, Vero, Patreon, Redbubble store, etc., all that fun stuff. So I'm glad that you guys are joining me here on this Thursday evening, which is going to wind up being the new day for art streams. It used to be Tuesdays, but now something has moved. A new weekly thing has moved into the Tuesday evening slot, so just positioning the art stream. So Thursdays are going to wind up being the new art stream days whenever I have stuff to stream on the art front. This is also a charity stream, as I've been doing all month long on my streams. Been doing charity streaming for the Women's Reproductive Rights Assistance Project, which is an organization that helps provide financial assistance for women who need abortion care, reproductive care, because abortion rights are human rights. It's essential health care. I don't really fucking care what the Supreme Court or the Republican Party say. It's an absolutely essential right. So, if you are feeling at all generous, the link for donation will pop up from the chat from time to time. But you can also type in !charity and the link will pop up. Any amount is appreciated. I'm doing giveaways for every $100 that we raise. That'll either be in the form of video game store credit to the video game storefront of your choosing. So that would be Steam, the Nintendo eShop, PlayStation Network, or Xbox Live. Or I am a photographer. If you so choose and you win the giveaway, you can go onto my website or my Instagram or Vero or whatever, find any one image, and I will make an 8x12 print of it and send it to you by way of thanking you for taking part in this charity drive. Good evening, Winged! And yes, screw the Supreme Court. But tonight, I am going to give myself some more room. And we're going to be working on a new photo shoot. Now, I did this photo shoot with my good friend, Glitching Icarus. They were up here visiting a couple weeks ago, and it was a wonderful, wonderful time. We did a photo shoot, and it was a great, great long weekend. Unfortunately, all three of us wound up getting COVID that weekend. And so, great weekend, but not a great week following for either of us, or for any of us, between my spouse, Icarus, and myself. But we have all come out the other side of it. So that's what we're working on tonight. And also, a little treat toward the end of tonight's stream. One of the places we visited while Icarus was here, we visited a flea market. It was a big outdoor flea market. And there was a booth there. There was a vendor selling just a bunch of random shit, like really interesting shit too. Quality shit. And they had this plastic bin, and it was full of envelopes. Envelopes like this, containing each one containing old photographic negatives. And so curiosity got the better of me, and I purchased one of these envelopes, like $3. And in this envelope had about 110 or so negatives, and I was pleased to know that they were all medium format, because medium format film was the film standard for much of the 20th century until it got replaced by 35 millimeter around the 1960s. But until then, medium format was the standard. It was the standard film. And they look like some family's vacation photos, and from probably around somewhere in the 1930s. So, toward the end of the stream tonight, I'll show you some of those images, because it came out pretty. The images are pretty well preserved for being around 90 years old. So we have that treat coming. So let's start editing. Winged, I'm sure you recognize this backdrop. It's fine. It's got its second use this time for this shoot. Right. It's your personal favorite. All right. It's been a while since I'm like, wait a minute, how do Photoshop? Oh yeah, right, that. Because it has been a very, very busy last 6 or so weeks. And this was an interesting shoot because for Icarus here, this is a new bodice that they picked up at the Georgia Renaissance Fair, I think. So I loved the pattern of it, and we had some dark blouse here, and we just went. I had the props, we had the hat, and we just went. I don't need to do a whole lot with the gradients because I already did that with the lights that I used for this. But we can add a little touch. Just to accent that a little further. Hopefully you're all having a good week out there. As I said earlier, I was, both my spouse and I got hit with COVID, so we are both now back to feeling human again. Although it had hit my spouse much harder than it did me. Basically took her 10 days to start feeling human again, whereas it took me just 5. It was unusual for me to be the one that recovered first, so it's just like, just darken up some of the really hot areas. Nope, go away. So, it's definitely one of those where I can just say, hey, if you haven't gotten vaccinated or boosted, go do so. I was able to get the second booster, and because of that, for me, COVID basically felt like the worst head cold I'd ever had in my life. But my wife has only had the one because she's not eligible to get the second one yet, and so she had the whole fever and fatigue, and took her significantly longer to recover. But she's fine now. She is fine now. You can just brighten up some of the darker areas. Yeah, that's a bit better. Let's hit the hat a bit more. Yeah. Too much. while I was while I was sick and just in needing to be in isolation for 5 days, I started playing a game that I had played a year or two ago and just I had abandoned out of sheer frustration. It was XCOM Enemy Unknown, and this time I was determined. I'm like, no, I'm gonna beat the damn fucking game, and I did. I was shocked. I was not expecting to beat it, because that game is a pile of RNG horse crap. Addictive RNG horse crap. Okay.
This part, I don't know if this really happened or I dreamt it later or what. I mean, I find this bad all.
Whoa! And the model themselves. Thank you for the resub. Continue to enjoy all those wonderful, wonderful emotes. No apology necessary. I've only just started. I'm just showing you off here, no biggie. So this shoot, we also shot a roll of film, just like I did with Winged when I did his cosplay shoot. So we did a roll of film in the studio here. All right.
I was in Mortal Kombat with a fucking bat. Give me a break.
Now let's just go Max Black. Just pumping up here. Good. No, it's way too much. Way too much. But we did. We had some fun. We had some props. So that is my prop blunderbuss back there that they're holding, and we there's some knives that'll come in later on.
I guess I was pretty horny. Drunk, too.
And how are you doing, Icarus? Hopefully you are having a better day today.
I was a little drunk. Plus, I was horny.
Need to get more pieces for this outfit. Well, if there's anything that I've learned about Ren Fair garb, is that most mere mortals can't buy the entire outfit at once. It has to be done in stages. Like, you usually buy the most expensive pieces first, like either the vest or the doublet or the corset or the bodice. And then, you know, then you can start mixing and matching with shirts and pants. And then we go with hats, and then we start going with bling. All right. So, because I'm going to indulge my curiosity, and because the model definitely has a thing with eyes, let's see if we can have some fun. I am very glad you had a much better day, Icarus.
Well, the fact is, I did murder someone last night. I turned into a vampire. It's a long story.
Goodness.
Oh, should be background copy. Really glad we did this before the incident. My mom, the black guy is not a good looker. No, I would imagine not. Although for me, it'd just be a harder Photoshop job. That's all. Like we can fix that. You've got some schmutz on you, and you know, good as new. Yep. So I'm just trying to think. Let's see. With this look, what color do we want to go with? Like, I feel like a darker green. The green is the obvious. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna go with that. I think we're gonna go with the green. So let's just get right up in there. Whoa. Let's turn you the hell down. There we go. Oh, no. Well, that's why I'm like, my hardness is 100%. Phrasing, I know. Okay. Let's move over to the other one. So, in case you are just joining me, first of all, thank you so much for spending some of your Thursday evening with me. I am Eroivus, but I'm also known as Brian J. French. I'm a professional photographer. You're watching me edit some images from my recent photo shoot with my dear friend Glitching Icarus. If you are curious about and you want to see more of my photography, type in !art, and that will pull up the link to my card page, which will take you. That's got my Instagram and Vero and Patreon and Redbubble and all that fun stuff. This is also a charity stream. I am raising money for the Women's Reproductive Rights Assistance Project. It's an organization that helps to provide financial assistance for women who need access to abortion care, reproductive care, emergency contraception. They've been around for over 30 years. They're a great cause. So if you are able to, the link will pop up from time to time in the chat. Type in !charity. And any amount is appreciated. I'm doing giveaways for every $100 that we raise, and that is either in the form of video game store credit to the storefront of your choosing, so Steam, Nintendo eShop, PlayStation Network, or Xbox Live, or if you don't want those and you want some artwork instead, and you are the winner of the giveaway, you can go to my website or Instagram or Vero, Patreon, or wherever. Any image you want, any one image, I will make a 8x12 print and send it to you in the mail as a thank you. But if you are unable to donate, I get it. Money's tight. Totally understandable. No judgment. All I ask is that you share the donate link. Spread it around. And thank you so very much for doing so. Where did I have? $58, 57,221. Let's go 57,221. Although you're a little bit more in shadow, so we're just gonna actually drop you. Because abortion rights are essential. Because I don't really fucking care what the Supreme Court says or the Republican Party. Fuck them. Alright, what were my numbers here? Plus 57 and minus 37. 57 and minus 37. Okay, let's zoom out. Oh, I like that. I like that quite a bit. I'll be sure to give you the edited ones as well, Icarus. That'll go up onto the Google Drive folder. All right. So we'll hold on to that. Let's go to another one. We'll get to you. Let's get to you. Let's do this one next. Actually, I don't think this one's actually going to need a whole lot of work, to be brutally honest. It's very theatrical lighting. Like, this could almost be taken out of, like, a still for a show or something. Curves is fine. Yes. Yes, that's good murder. What you thinking about? Murder. That's what I should have done. Like, hindsight being what it is like we should have done this shoot and be like, all right, here's a facial expression I want. Think of mom. Just think matricide. I like this. I don't listen to this album too often, but it's a nice remix album. It's Castlevania, if you haven't guessed. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need to do too much to this one. I like those. Those are my favorite ones. Splendid. Now. Yeah, I don't really think I need to do much more on this one. Like, yeah, the face is pretty bright, but that's the intent. That's the intent there. I'm not trying to even that out. That's supposed to be very theatrical, very harsh. It's hitting the face and it's hitting the knife. It's the two focal points. It's what I want. But it was such a fun week, and I'm so glad. Even though all three of us wound up getting COVID immediately after, I regret nothing. It was such a great weekend. No, red is too much. All right. No, we'll keep that at max black. Now we start drifting into undead territory here. If I wipe out all the red in the image, that's what we get. I'm kind of tempted to keep that as an edit. Hey, Tiny Dragon, welcome! Welcome, and thank you for the resub. 19 months! Holy crap! Oy vey. Yes, stabby stab. Icarus stabby stabbing. You know what? I'm gonna keep this as a version. Because I actually really like that. It has been a while, Tiny Dragon. So I mentioned this at the very, very beginning of the stream. Thursdays are going to become the new art nights because now I have a new weekly thing going on Tuesday evenings. So Thursday nights, whenever I have art to stream, is going to be the new night for the. All right, back to regular. Yeah, Tuesday nights for me have now become the new me and my girlfriend Rosie, that's our weekly video chat and board game night. So that it was Thursdays, but now we've swapped because Tuesday wind up working better out for it. So I'm like, all right, Thursdays will be the new art night then. Now you're gonna lurk and finish up your work shift. All right, well, I'm gonna be here for at least another almost hour and a half-ish. Icarus pulled this off so well. Like we did some fun stuff, and then I'm just like, okay, you've got the knife in your hand, now think murder. And yeah. Like this one was from earlier. That's when I just had fun with the eyes. But yeah. Like normally when I do a photo shoot, I'll start getting a sense of, okay, what what's the mood? What are your colors? Things like that. And like my dagger there, I'm just like, wow. That suits you. Like, daggers and short swords, just, that is you. All right. Let's see, we've got that one. Okay, so we'll close you for now. That's a possibility. That will, we'll close you. Actually, let's pull up one of the film images. Let me go to my black and white film here. Let's go to the film. Oh, I've got so much dust and scratches to remove from this. Oh, dear God. All right. All right. Good evening, Live Deaths. Thank you, Live Deaths, for doing your part to keep me from getting another kidney stone. Okay, let's get my options back here. Okay. Whew, I'm gonna need to tone you down. All right. No, I think just a regular curves drop. Yeah, that's starting to get a little better there. Not just going too bright. Okay. Yeah, that's... I'm actually going to tone down the contrast in this one. This one actually looks like a still, like from an old-timey show, especially with the dust all over the fucking print. But we'll take care of that. No, I forgot to duplicate. Thank you. I do think the lighting on the face is a little too bright. So we're going to see if we can bring the face down a bit. Yes! Yes, indeed. I really do. Like, I like the eye necklace because that adds a little extra sort of creep factor. But the coffin ring is just like right there. Mwah. There we go. Let's just tone it down a little. Make it not quite as hot. Still want brightness on the face, but not ghostly white. And now I've got all these dust and scratches. Goodness me. Well, we can take care of some of that with our friend Gradient. We can definitely take care of some of that. Oh, I've rescheduled my next photo shoot with McKenna, by the way. This will be the 4th attempt at this shoot because the previous times have either been her COVID, me food poisoning, and then this last one was me COVID. So I'm hoping the 4th time's the charm. Alright, let's see if we can get dust and scratches out of here. Alright, some of that will work. Some of it's going to need clone tool, but the more I can get away with filter, the better. Just make my life easier. Also, Icarus, just from like a, if you wanted to make up a story from some of these images, you know, you've got this sort of murderous look here, and you have the knife, and then the tattoo on your arm that says "I forgive you." There's a story there. Like, I feel like this is like, what's going on here? Alright, I think I've gone as far as I can with the dust and scratches filter. I think it's now going to be clone tool from this point forward. Especially once we start having to deal with the dust and scratches that's actually on Icarus. Like dust and... Okay. Now we need to get in there. Okay, why aren't you doing the thing? So the I Forgive You is actually from a My Chemical Romance album comic book by Gerard Way. In this desert wasteland, there's a mailbox to the dead, and people leave tokens or messages to the dead that the Phoenix Witch collects to guide the spirits home. And on the mailbox has the I and I Forgive You on it. That Raven skull is... Oh! Interesting. Why aren't you doing the thing? Those names sound almost Norse. I'm going to have to restart Photoshop because my clone tool has stopped working. Hold on a minute. There we go. Yeah, okay. That was not... Thought there was something wrong with the image. Like, nope, it's just Photoshop being a dick. They're Odin's ravens. I'm like, that sounded familiar. Like, it's one of the, and I've said this before, like whenever I do a photo shoot with a model that has a lot of tattoos, I love them because every single one of them, every single one of those tattoos has a story behind it. And I'm always curious to know the story. Like, I know I'm too much of a wimp. I will probably never get a tattoo because I don't like pain. It hurts me. So, but I'm always curious about the stories behind... Oh, I have to show off this wonderful piece of art that Icarus did. So when they got here that Thursday evening, this is one of Icarus's pieces. Icarus has been doing drawings of tarot cards on their Patreon, and I really loved the Four of Coins because I am such a sucker. I love Tolkien, and I immediately thought of The Hobbit. I mean, how can you not? So she made me this pillow, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So Icarus is a wonderful, wonderful artist in their own right, and you should go check them out. So Icarus, if you want to... Oh, wait a minute. Nope. My spouse has another incoming piece of wonderful art from Icarus as well. Also another pillow of...
The Magnus Archives.
This was fan art of the Magnus Archives. There's eyes and cassettes and just...
You are not a fan. You don't know what Magnus
I have no idea what this context is because I don't listen to the Magnus Archives. But it's gorgeous all the same. I just know that Icarus loves eyes. Eyes everything. All the eyes. So... Icarus, feel free to share your links to where people may find your art, your awesome, awesome art. Yeah, so we're about a little more than we're about an hour into tonight's stream, so I'll do another plug. I will do another plug. This is a charity stream, and I'm doing charity streams all month long, and it's probably going to go into August as well because I lost some time due to COVID. But I'm doing a charity drive for the Women's Reproductive Rights Assistance Project, which is an organization that helps women with financial assistance so that they can get abortion care. They can have safe access to abortions, reproductive health care, emergency contraception. very, very, very important things, because abortion rights are human rights. It's essential health care, and I don't care what the Supreme Court or the Republican Party says. It's absolutely essential. So if you are willing, if you are feeling generous, the link to the charity the link to donate will pop up in the chat from time to time. But you can always type in !charity and the link will pop up. I am doing giveaways for every $100 that gets raised, either video game storefront credit or my artwork. If you win the giveaway, you could go onto my website, pick any image at all, and I will send you an 8x12 print of that image as a thank you. The link is actually in the chat at the moment, and there's Icarus's link, glitchingicarus.card.co. Actually, I'll just pull it up here for y'all to see. So there we are. Tumblr, commissions, Patreon, Redbubble, coffee, and email. So there you go. I urge you to check them out. Icarus does awesome art. And pillows! Get your art on a pillow! Alright, I've gotten all the dust, just about all the dust and scratches on the frickin' outside. Let's go up to where some of the more egregious offenders are. Whoops. Let's just boom, bow. Nope. Just get that right out of there. I think you've just about taken care of dust and scratches. Oh, there's one right on the neck. Gone. Ultimate Goals have a few pieces of pillows available for sale. All right. In your own time. Like anything else. Like, I know I need to do another website update. And I have been very lax on that. Are you dust or are you schmutz on my monitor? Where's my monitor wipe? There it is. Are you on the image? Nope, you're on the monitor. Okay, cool. But yes, we're $50 away from giveaway number 2. Alright, now... That is much better! That is much better. It's a lot more cleaned up now. Good. Awesome. All right, let's go back to color action here. Let's go to the one that I actually had in my promo. That was the one I had in my promo this on my socials earlier today. This one we actually get a better look of, a closer in look, so we get to see more of the eye necklace there. Okay, I'm still on the same album. Good. This is another one where I don't need to do, only just need to do minimal correction to. I love my lights. I love my lights so much. Just take a look at that. I was gonna say, I'm like, wait a minute. What's that ring there? That's an eye. That is an eye ring. As I said, Icarus likes eyes. Rave party over here. Like, I very quickly look at that ring and I'm like, wait a minute, is that catching the reflection off of the necklace? Like, no. That's right. That's... The ring and the necklace both match your other... Yes, it does. So, of the 4 eyes here, which one are your actual ones? Is it the ones you're wearing? Is it the ones in your head? Who knows? Maybe you have a closet full of them and you just swap them out from time to time. Good. That would be telling. Ooh, spoilers. Just a little touch of gradient just in some of the corners there. I want to see if we can bring out the tattoo a little bit. Just a little. Just a drop. We'll see if this works. If not, we gave it the good old college try. Okay. That's starting to come out a little bit. Oh yeah, that works quite well. Just enough to come up just a little bit, just a little All right, I'll be here. I will be here. Oh, got a good number of you tonight. Thank you all so much for spending some of your Thursday evening with me. Always appreciate the pleasure of your company. It's been a while since I've done an art stream. I've missed it. Enjoying it immensely. For those of you who normally are used to see me doing art streams on normally Tuesdays, the last 4 or 5 weeks, Tuesdays has sort of been my makeup video game stream, because I've had something planned on Fridays for like the last 5 or 6 weeks. So, but Thursdays are going to become the new art stream nights. And anytime I need to make up a stream, Thursday will be the night for it. But Just wanted to let you know that that is a scheduled change forthcoming. And once again, we're just gonna do it that creepy, that sort of very creepy vibe. I am. I'm gonna keep that. I think it works rather well. All right. Hey, Steph, welcome. Good evening. And welcome back, Icarus. Oh, you just missed it, Icarus. I did another one. Hang on. I did another one of you looking all creepy. Let's go back to this one though. Let's go back to the promo one here, because I think this is gonna absolutely lend itself very well to it. You know what we're gonna do? This really didn't have a theme, Steph. This was like our good friend, our friend Glitching Icarus here had a bodice that that they got from Ren Fair, and we decided, all right, because this, I'll just show you what the full body looked like. That's the full outfit. The blouse and the pants are Icarus's. The shirt belongs to April, as does the hat. So we just had fun with it. So no sort of set theme. But I said, well, this has the appearance of, like, just from the background and from the outfit, just sort of possible murder mystery vibe. So we broke out one of my daggers, and we just had fun with it. I had dagger, prop gun, like a blunderbuss sort of gun, and just had fun. The theme was fun, yes. And Icarus was such a wonderful model. This was a lot of fun. Oh, since I'm busy, since I'm singing the praises of artists today with Icarus, so Estrella here is also an amazing artist in her own right, and she sent me something today because I've been following her on Twitch for the last a bunch of months, and so as a sub reward, she drew a candy goblin of a character of my choosing, and I chose the original Candy Goblin himself, Mr. Willy Wonka. And she sent me this today, and I'm so delighted and amazed, and I love it, and I'm going to show it off here. I was so overjoyed to see that. It was just, mwah. I was so happy with it. So thank you so much, Steph. If you have anything, Steph, that you've been working on, or links you want to share so that people can check out your work, go right ahead. Feel free to drop them right in the chat. And once again, I'll do another plug here, as I've been doing throughout the night, as I've been doing all month long. This is a charity stream, doing a charity drive for the Women's Reproductive Rights Assistance Project, because abortion rights are incredibly important. They're essential. They're mandatory. They're rights. I don't care what the Supreme Court or the Republican Party said. Fuck them. Fuck them. And the Women's Reproductive Rights Assistance Project is an organization. They've been around for over 30 years. They're a group that helps to provide financial assistance for women so that they can help pay for getting an abortion, getting reproductive health care, emergency contraception, things like that. So if you are able, please donate any amount. Any amount is fine. No amount is too big or too small. The link pops up on the chat from time to time, and you just type in !charity. I'm doing giveaways for every $100 that we raise, so we are $50 away from the next one, and the giveaways are either, you have a choice, either some video game store credit to the video game store of your choosing, so Steam, Nintendo eShop, PlayStation Network, or Xbox Live, or if you're the winner of the giveaway, you can choose the video game credit or one of my photos. Go to my website or Instagram or Vero or wherever. Pick a single image, and I will have a print made of it 8x12 and send it your way as a thank you. I've been working on stuff, but I don't really post on social media as much as social media is work. Oh my God, it's work. And with Instagram freaking basically saying, well, not basically, have said that they're going to start shifting their focus away from still images and do more short videos and reels because they're trying to be TikTok. I'm just like, okay, what's the hell sense in me sharing anything on Instagram anymore? I don't make videos. Like, I'm a photographer. I work in the 2D plane here. Like, no. Leave TikTok as TikTok and have Instagram be Instagram, please. Don't make me go back to DeviantArt, for crying out loud. Oh, I forgot to do a thing. Oops. Oh, no. No, young Bucky. Welcome back, Tiny Dragon. I created my own website to get away from DeviantArt. I had a DeviantArt for 5-6 years when I was in college, and, you know, I didn't mind it, but the only images of mine that were getting any sort of attention on DeviantArt were my nudes. And I'm like, you know, I've got a whole bunch of other stuff here besides, you know, tits. So I made my own website, you know, bought the domain and everything. And, you know, Instagram is just becoming garbage now, which sucks. Like I didn't, if anything is Icarus, oh, you should see when I zoom out, Tiny Dragon, of this image. There are 4 eyes in this image, and they're all the same color. Oh, wrong layer. Right layer. What? Nudes getting attention on DeviantArt? That's unheard of. But, you know, now Instagram is doing that. You know, I hate the freaking algorithm because it's owned by Facebook. And, you know, I'll check Instagram, and it's just full of videos of people I don't know. There's like, and I see almost no one that I actually follow. And I'm just like, oh. So I've been on the social platform Vero for the last few years now, and I've gotten so much more engagement with my photography than I ever will get on Instagram. Like I also heard, because I know you, Steph, you have one, and so do a few other artists I follow on Twitch. They have ArtStation, which I looked at, and I looked at that, and I'm like, but it looks like it's a website that's a lot more geared toward like game concept art. There's a lot of video game industry artists on there, I notice. It is. I don't make video. Like somebody was telling me, it's like, no, maybe you should do like behind the scenes photo shoot stuff on Instagram. And I'm just like, I don't want to play the game of fight the algorithm. I really don't. I really, really don't. Oh, there's some great stuff on ArtStation. And that's fine, Icarus, but it's like, for me personally, I mean, just about all of you in the chat have seen the work, the variety of photography that I do. Like, I can't share nudes on Tumblr anymore. So it's like... what did I have you at there? You are 62 and 159. 62. Fuck, I did it again. There we go. And that's... Yeah, and that's fine, Icarus. I mean, if you know, some people just, I mean, they don't want to and they don't care about their engagement, and that's fine. I want to get my photos in front of as many eyes as possible, so... So that's why I really enjoy Vero a lot. It's not very well known in the United States, but it has gotten me so much more engagement than I will ever get from... That ain't... A2, Curse 2. Now that don't look right. Okay, that scared me for a second. $63, $159. $63, $159. And we kind of... That's kind of where my mind is, Tiny Dragon. Like, if you want and again, only if you want to, if you want your art to be seen by more than just friends and you know, your inner circle, like professionals and things like that, having your own website is super important, because that is something that cannot be taken away from you, unless of course you forget to pay your your yearly renewal fee or something like that. Plus 59 minus 37. 59 minus 37. Awesome. Oops. I'm on the wrong layer. No, I think I did that whole thing wrong again. What the shit, Lana? Oh, I know what I did wrong. Alright, let's just start this horse shit again. This eye does not want to yield. Also, I'm the type of person who loves to go to art galleries and art shows and schmooze with other artists at like opening receptions and things like that. I did that a lot before the pandemic. And I really want to get back to that. I want to get back into submitting works into shows again and mingling with other artists. Other local artists. But doing all the self-promoting yourself on social media, it is hard work. It's it's exhausting. 62 159. And that was 59 minus 37. $59 minus 37. There we go. That's better. Oh, web rings. Oh, I remember web rings. Oh, baby internet. Although with Steph asking what are web rings, it's kind of one of those. I feel like I'm gonna shrivel up and die now because suddenly I feel my mortality creeping up at me. Yet web rings have kind of gone the way of message boards. Like I miss the old like forum/message board for all of our various nerdy interests. Oh, wow. Look at that. It kind of does, Tiny Dragon. It actually kind of does. But since Icarus pointed out that all 4 eyes in this image are all the same color, it means I'm going to have to match. This is not too much extra work. It could be worse. I could be like my friend Lena, and I could have just go crazy with you know, foliage and shrubbery, but alrighty, Steph. Well, you lurk. I'll be on for another 20 or so minutes, 20, 25 minutes. So you have a good lurk, and thank you so much for stopping by. What was my... $62,157. That's what that was. 157, and then the hue saturation is going to be 59 minus 37. $59 minus 37. There we are. Oops. And now eye number 4. The magnetic lasso tool, my friend and yours. Now, was I on the right layer? Pray for me. I was. Ha, how about that? Two. That'll do for another 59 minus 37. $59 minus 37. So there we are. Now all the eye colors in this image match. They're all the exact same hue and saturation. Here they are. All right, so we've got about 10 minutes or so left before I call it a night. And as I said at the start of the stream, I was going to do there's a little treat here. So in case you missed it, So Icarus, myself, and my spouse, April, we went to an outdoor flea market, and bunch of different vendors there, bunch of stuff, quality shit, old shit, lots of shit. Some people call it trash. I call it treasure. So there's this one particular vendor that just sold a bunch of random stuff. Like, all three of us found stuff interesting at this one particular vendor. And for me, this vendor had a plastic bin that was full of envelopes, all containing old film negatives. So I was curious. I had to grab one. I had to. So for like $3, I grabbed this envelope of negatives, and the name on it, it looks like it's M.J. Thompson, or it could be Mr. J. Thompson. And the envelope says that this is from Jacobs Photo Finishing from Pittsfield, Massachusetts. Jacobs Photo Finishing, the kind your films deserve. And this laboratory is at 30 North Street, Pittsfield, Massachusetts. And I took a look. This lab no longer exists, but it definitely existed in the late 1920s and early 1930s. So in this bag contained about 110 medium format negatives. I was so glad to see that they were medium format. And I'm like, because I shoot medium format, and just a little bit of photo history, medium format film, which is this, was the standard size film. That was the standard in most cameras right through the early and middle part of the 20th century, before 35 millimeter became the standard. So I scanned all of these negatives. Now, I don't know if these negatives actually belong to Mr. J. Thompson or what have you, MJ Thompson. I don't think they all were, because the order on the envelope says that this was 24 exposures, 1 roll, prints of each one at 6 cents a print for $1.59. Developing and prints $1.59, and there's 110 negatives in here. So studio portraits, home portraits, commercial photographs. When you want photographs of any kind, get in touch with our studio. Alfred W. Jacob, the photographer in your town, 30 North Street, Pittsfield, Massachusetts. So it looks like these were some family's vacation photos, and I'm going to share with you some of those images, because I scanned them all. So let's start right off the bat. Actually, no, let's just make this easier. Let's just pull the entire frickin' library over. Like, I definitely think that these were early 1930s images, because some of these images have cars in them, and I think they look like 30s vehicles. So we start with this one here. Lady on a balcony. And let's see, we've got a couple more down. We've got a kid. I actually like this one quite a bit. Like, look at how well these images look. I mean, the black and white tonality is still very much there. Nicely. Like, nicely composed. I'm like, wow, whoever took these images, if this was Mr. Jacob, or just, somebody in the family, not bad at all. What else do we got? Group of kids on the ship. Little shuffleboard court going in height order there. And actually, if we zoom in on the image, I'll open this one in Photoshop. They're all holding box of animal crackers. Let's see. And I said some of these were vacation images. Like we have, little kids standing on the dock. With his hair so perfectly parted. Where's some night? I know there was some nightmare fuel in here. It was pretty early on. Ah, there's some nightmare fuel. Three minis and a Mickey. Yeah, and I see Tiny Dragon has been rendered down to just a pile of And this is I don't know where I don't know where any of these are. I don't know when Disney World or Disneyland opened to the public. So, they could be either in Florida or they could be in California. Some of the later images make me think they're in California because we get into mountains, and things like that. We have all the kids riding a donkey. Donkey! And then we get, let's see, then we get one in a canoe. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, this kid's jacked. Freaking Elward Elric over here. Oh, I didn't know Bendy and the Ink Machine was real. What other interesting ones were in this set? We have one on the on a dock here. Again, somebody on vacation. I actually really like this one. Let's see. We got little kid on a golf course somewhere. And then we have this one with another little kid pulling a pupper in a wagon in the Play Pal. Yeah, kiddo's leg does look a little beat up. There's another one. Oh, yeah. And, we got... kids and a Native American. I'm looking at the flag and I'm going, yep, it's definitely before Alaska and Hawaii entered the Union. That's for damn sure. Yep, little Bab. What is it about very young children, like infants, like newborns and infants, and even into toddlers? What makes it so that they all look like Winston Churchill? Like all of us as babies just had just jowls, just like just very jowly children here. That one, and then one more, I think. They're wee bags of flesh, fat, and excrement. Yes. There is... Yes, you're not wrong. This is the last one I'll show you for now. Yeah, Like I'm just... this is definitely a picnic that's going on, or the setting up for one, or the ending of one. But it's like, look at the clothing. Just... That kid looks so unhappy. All right. I see that just popped up in the chat, so this will be the last call for tonight anyway, for any donations toward the Women's Reproductive Rights Assistance Project, which, again, an organization that helps women who are financially unable to pay for safe, legal abortions or emergency contraceptives, help them get them, because abortion is a freaking human right, for crying out loud. So if you are able to, please make a contribution. But if not, I get it. Money's tight. I understand. No judgment at all. Seriously. All I ask is that you share the donate link far and wide, and I will be continuing to raise money for this organization probably through at least into August, because I lost some time with COVID, so need to play some catch up for that. So. Oh, you are very, very welcome, Tiny Dragon. It's important. It's important to me. And it should be important to pretty much everyone. Seriously. I really don't care what the Supreme Court or the Republican Party says. That's needs must. All right. Last thing I will do. Well, whenever you can, Tiny Dragon. There's no rush. As I said, I'll be doing this for a while yet on my streams. So the last thing I will do for tonight is the usual art recap. Show you what I've done. So we'll do that. Because I see OBS is starting to give me some issues. I'm alternating between yellow and green on the internet connection here. So we're starting to say hey. So here's what we did tonight. We started with this grouping. And then we worked on you. And then I decided to make a creepy version of it. Stabicus! And then we did... And then we went to... I edited one of the film images. So this was actually done. I shot this on a roll of medium format. And then the last one tonight was the one you saw me, the last one I did. So we got our standard here. This was the one that I used in the promo. And then, of course, creepy and eye and the modified eyes. So that was what we had done tonight. So that is what I've done. So that's gonna do it for me this evening. So let me just check to see if someone is streaming before I wrap it all up. No, it looks a little quiet on my end at the moment. Everyone's either I see a bunch of video gamers going up. So we'll just call it a night here. That's fine. So yeah. Again, thank you all so much for spending some of your Thursday evening with me. I always appreciate having the pleasure of your company. Don't know yet if I'm streaming tomorrow, if I'm going back to Xenosaga tomorrow. That'll be a game time decision, where I'm hoping to get back into a normal stream schedule next week. So we will see what happens tomorrow. But in the meantime, yes, Tiny Dragon, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And yeah, thank you again to Icarus for agreeing to do a photo shoot. It was awesome. It was fun. I'm going to be working some more on these. Don't you worry. So, all right. In case I don't see you, stay healthy, stay safe, go get vaccinated, please, for the love of God. Go get boosted, please. My wife and I just got over COVID. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. Go get the boosters. Go get the vaccines. Wear your fucking masks. Wear your fucking masks. All right, friends. Good night. And joy be with you all. I'll see you next time, everyone.